Welcome to an incomplete guide to personal growth. We invite you to take a breath and take a listen to our podcast that explores the wonder, humor, challenges, and sometimes those self-inflicted wounds on a journey of personal growth.
Our weekly podcast conversations include stories, resources, and tools that you can incorporate into your daily life. We're the mother-daughter duo of Sydney
and Kelly. Hey, Sydney.
Man, I wanted to go first.
I know. You've gone first a lot lately, so I had to make the jump.
Okay. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Your turn. We take turns.
Yes. So you were making fun of me the other day.
Yes.
Because I buy too many socks.
Too many
so
socks.
you think.
Yes.
But I like play pickleball a lot, and so you want cushy socks.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
kind of. And so it just makes my feet happy when I put on a brand new pair of socks and they're all soft and they haven't been washed yet, and they're just, I have happy feet.
Happy feet.
Yes.
That was a movie.
It was about penguins, wasn't
penguins,
it?
Yep.
Yes.
Dancing penguins.
Yeah, well, I have happy feet, but they're not cold. Yeah, and then you wear socks
until they're literal holes.
Literal holes.
Yes.
And I'm like,
yeah, like I had to throw one pair the other day
some.
because I put them on and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, but they are ridiculous. They can be stupidly expensive.
They can, especially. I'm sorry, your cushy ones. Yeah,
they are. But I wear them a long time.
Yeah.
But then eventually.
But then you decide to get new ones.
I know, and they come out with new colors.
Funny.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Yes.
So I had happy feet today when I played.
I'm glad you have happy feet.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
It energizes me.
Oh, good transition
about that
to our
one?
Energetic boundaries conversation.
Yes.
And so we were just talking earlier how like for the past couple years in May, we've done a very mental health month heavy theme.
Yes.
And we're not doing that this year as much because we have some other episodes. But we feel like this one still plays into your personal mental health and
it definitely does. It definitely
so
does.
this is kind of a little bit on topic for the month
It
of
is.
May.
It's very much on topic.
Yes.
Yeah, we just don't use this term very much.
No. So let's start by what are energetic boundaries? Because I have a feeling people have probably an idea, but
everything that lives and breathes has energy. Everything has energy
and vibrations. It's
and
like
vibrations
and a frequency, and it's a real.
And so I'm going to start. This is a book called Energetic Boundaries by Cindy Dale, and anyway, she writes, though imperceptible to the naked eye, our energetic boundaries mean the difference between experiencing an enjoyable, prosperous, and have loving life or suffering through a sad, limited, and unhappy existence. The energetic boundaries separate what we need from what we don't. Selectively letting into our lives only those energies, people, guidance, thoughts, situations, and opportunities and healing that bring our spiritual essence further into our real lives. Our energetic boundaries border our spiritual selves and promote our true nature, which is one of the reasons I often call them spiritual borders. We long to express this inner identity, and establishing the correct energetic boundaries will help us do just that.
I like it.
And so that's one definition.
Yes.
And another... well, we'll just stick with that one.
Yeah, I feel like when I think about it, it's almost like the concept of an aura, but almost like a little more defined. It has a defined area. It has a defined shape. The boundary. Yeah. But kind of like that idea, that concept of an aura, people can kind of relate to.
Right.
When were you first introduced to this? Because I know it hasn't been your whole, because like we haven't always talked about it, but I can't remember when
it has not been my whole life. Yeah. However, because I didn't have terminology for it, I sensed when I didn't enjoy being around places. Yeah, and most people, I'm not unique in that. But even as a child, I was like, that person is not somebody I want to be around.
Yeah.
This situation isn't. But I just thought, well, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And I think we do, but we don't have terminology for it. So when I really started delving into this was when, and Lauren was, the onset of her depression, realizing we tend to mirror what people do.
Oh.
And that energy, when we sit at the table, when we gather around, eventually I came to the realization that I don't need that inside of me. That's her energy.
Yeah.
And if it's inside of me, then it's not I can't be me and do well for her.
Yeah.
Or myself. So that was...
Did you say like when she was in early high school?
Early high school. Yeah, is when I started seeing this. And actually a therapist she went to mentioned somebody that works with energy. And...
she's really good.
Yeah. And what was funny and was Lauren was at that this therapist and I was in there with her, and Lauren was just tired and didn't want to deal with it. So she was on the couch and she turned her head, and she was laying down.
Yeah.
Well, her therapist who was sitting down would start reaching her hand out to her.
Yeah.
And Lauren could feel it, and would
crazy.
And I thought, oh wow.
Yeah.
We sense others, energy. We feel that. And then I thought, I want to learn more about this.
Yeah.
Of, finding my boundary.
And you really delved into it, I feel.
Yes. And it didn't just affect me receiving. It made me aware of what I put out.
Yes.
Which was even scarier at times.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's been
several...
over a decade,
yeah,
probably at this
over
point.
a decade.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yes. So with this boundary, what is the point of realizing you have this energetic boundary? What's the point? What's the point of it?
Well, because let's say you work with somebody, and every time they're in the office, or every time you have to encounter them, maybe you're in a good mood and you're talking about something, and they tend to bring you down.
Yeah.
Just by a comment, a snide comment, a side comment, and you're like, oh. And it shuts you down.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, wait, that's their energy. I'm still happy.
Yeah.
I want to be
I want to be happy today.
And so you push that out. And there are people that they call vampires. I love that
energy
term.
Vampires, yes.
And anytime okay, so we're watching The Pit.
Yes.
That one doctor that always, every time somebody says something, she
always
that's not an energy vampire, but that's a down, right? So energy vampires are people that everybody can probably think of one at some point in their life where they get off the phone and they're literally exhausted, drained, and you never get to say anything much about yourself, or if you do, then they top it, or they, but. Yeah, but then I did everything. Everything's one up, one, and they just suck the energy out of you, and you go and go, and you can think of when people said, "Oh, you want to go get a drink? You want to go do whatever?" And you're like,
"Not really."
Am I up for that?
Yes.
Person.
Yes.
So it's if I'm carrying somebody else's anger, then I'm not being my true self.
Yeah.
If I'm letting everybody else's energy within me, it doesn't.
True.
I'm not being my true self. I love the way she put that in the introduction.
And I think this is, as we keep talking about this, I think the point, there was something that you sent me that to like lead up to this that said the energetic boundary, it's different than a shield or than an energy clearing. It's not the same. It's not like you're trying to bounce things back. It's not a shield. It is like something for you. It's vibrational. It's something for you to draw on. So it's not, so we say these things of like, well, don't let that energy affect you. We're not saying to just make this shield with you and everybody else.
It is not this. Yeah, a shield is something, we can think of Captain America and all those other people, that carried the shield. It was to bounce one thing off. Now, I may need a shield for a certain person.
Yes, yeah.
But a boundary, it's not that I don't want to interact with anybody. It's not to do that, but it's to know what is mine.
Yeah.
And what is yours.
Yeah.
And you can, if I am standing, and we've all been in a line, rental car line.
Oh, yes.
If you're in line, to get on the airplane, or the person in front of you at the fast food place is taking what you think is way too long. And you can look around and see how people are, and it's not just their expressions, but you can feel that energy. Well, do I want to act like that too? Yes. No. Do I want to send that out into the world?
Yeah.
No. So, so it's a vibrational, you feel it.
Yes. And I think too, I do think so much of it is defining what's yours and what isn't, because it's not even, it could be a conflict with somebody that's getting to us, or it could be like our own guilt or shame about something, or it could be us being too over compassionate, or like too giving to others. Yeah. And so I think so much of it is like, what fully should I be owning, and what should I be letting go?
How many times have you said yes to something and then you're like, why did I do that? I hate that. Yeah. I hate going to do that. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
So why did I say yes? Because I felt bad, and that's finding that boundary to go, well, now I'm miserable. I feel guilty, and all that kind of stuff. For how long?
Yes. So what has your journey with energetic boundaries been like? Can you talk us through, like, I don't know, some steps you took, or how that went for you, ups and downs, whatever?
Yeah. One of the things that has helped me a lot, and this is a little book called Subtle Energy Techniques, and it's again by Cindy Dale. There's a lot of other people that write about it, but this is early on, some of the readings I did. And I've talked a little bit about how when I feel somebody, and we can feel people's energy across the nation, across the world. Yeah. You can feel, and it transmits. I don't understand it all. I don't need to know, but it does. Yeah. But there are times when, let's say, somebody's done me wrong. Mm-hmm. Somebody has been mean to me or said hurtful words. Well, you know what? That's their anger. Yeah. That's their upsetness. That's their feeling less than whatever. So what I do with that, rather than taking that in, I don't throw it back at them. It's called Streams of Grace. And what I do is, and that's in this book, is I get in touch with my higher self, my divine, my God, and go, I want to give this back to this person's higher self. Yeah. And I just imagine it floating over their head. Yeah. And I'm giving it back, not in a mean way, but it's not mine, it's yours. And when you are ready, it's all going to be there, and you're going to be able to be with it and be transformed. And that anger will be transformed, that whatever. And so I literally, sometimes I do it with my hands. I go, well, this is yours. Yes. It is yours to deal with. Because if I'm holding it, it's not doing you any good.
True. And it's
not doing me any good. Yeah. And I don't need somebody else's stuff.
No.
If it's their anxiety, if it's their worry, if it's their, financial concern, whatever it is, I can't do it. Yeah. I'm going to give it back, and in a gentle way.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so that was one of the early steps that I learned that I really and like. And then another thing that I do, and this is another book that has it's called Your 7 Energy Centers, and this is old as can be, but it's really good, by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, and I'll link all these.
Yeah.
But
because this is basically about chakras, right?
Yes.
7 energy, 7
centers.
Yeah.
And because we are energy, we have energy points within us, and that's why we feel certain things in our heart. We feel stuff in our gut. We feel stuff when we're grounded.
Chest,
we feel in our chest, in our third eye.
Yeah.
And so what I do I do it semi-regularly. I used to do it every day. I don't always, but sometimes I can tell when I need it. And I simply
go through
each chakra and get the energy going, and the divine, and that I'm grounded, and each chakra means something different.
Yes.
And I set my energy, and I say, what I do need to receive, because I do need to receive. I need to receive some positive energy. And there are people that just go, I just came home from pickleball and had a great conversation with somebody, and it was like,
so good.
I feel fed.
Yeah, you get that energy. Yeah.
So we do receive it, and it's important we receive it. So we don't want to shut ourselves off.
Right.
But I want to receive, and I say, what is mine to receive? And it may be an intuition from somebody else. Not that I need to know when somebody's sad. That's okay.
Yeah.
Let me receive it, and then I can release
Respond
it
and
respond.
Yeah.
So what's mine, let me receive. But if it's not, I don't. And there's this one little prayer. I remember sending this to you.
I'm sure you did. I'm very sure you did.
Back when you were in Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
And it's called A Tube of Light. It said, Beloved I am, presence bright. I am is capitalized. Mm-hmm. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me.
I like it. I do remember that one. Yes.
And it's about being one with what they call the divine violet flame, but it's round me still your tube of light, a gentle light. And there's ways that we, again, it's not a brick wall. It's not a shield. It is my energetic boundary so that I'm fed.
Yes.
And I can be me and offer myself rather than offer others, whatever it may be, their anxiety, their depression, their anger, their hopes and dreams. I don't want theirs. I want mine.
Oh, that's good too.
If yours comes into me and I'm like jumping onto yours, I've just let
yourself go.
Yeah. So it's not just the anger and all that. It's all of it.
Yeah.
And let me encourage you in your dream, but let me not make it mine because then I just took yours.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah. It's not negative. There's a lot of positive things that go on with our energy boundaries.
So and I think that is for me, like, because I've been doing some personal work on that too,
right.
And I think for me it's that difference between it's a boundary for me because I want to keep the stuff that's mine, but it's not a boundary to create distance between me and other people.
Yeah, and that sounds weird, doesn't it?
That is absolutely my tendency is, and it has, like, I think my whole life, that has just been my knee-jerk reaction.
That's weird, yeah.
And I think for not everybody, but for a lot of people it can be. Yeah. But it's like knowing the boundary is not to block. It's simply, I think, just to protect a little bit.
It's protecting you and your energy. And honestly, it really is good for the other people. You're not doing somebody else's a favor by taking it in. Yeah. You really aren't. That took me a long time. And one of the things, it says some of the signs that you might need stronger boundaries. If you are feeling, not just once or twice, but if it's pretty resentment and angry, if you feel you've been taken advantage of, open your eyes. Take an assessment. Wait a minute. If you're drained and exhausted.
I will tell you,
from other people,
No, but I will tell you, I've never been more exhausted, and not because I did not sleep. Literally just daily exhausted than right before my separation. Just so drained. And I know I looked it. All that. And that's because there was someone else sucking my energy out.
Yes.
And you can feel, and it's not, I still got my decent sleep, even with a kid. It had nothing to do with
the whole house felt that energy.
Yeah. And so it's just a different level of just like, oh, I'm tired today feeling. And you'll know it when you feel it.
It's not that,
it's pretty obvious. It's not just coming from I'm tired.
It is this so internal.
Yeah.
It is so internal. If you're walking on eggshells, if you're constantly, hyper aware,
Yes. So it is a different level of tired that
you feel like if you feel like your needs are unmet, if you're constantly trying to please others, and living in a fear along with that, so those are ways. Those are signs to go, oh my goodness, you know, and it's hard because when you set a boundary, some people won't want that. But again, nobody knew I was working on my energetic boundaries.
No.
But there was a healthier relationships began to come because I was being true to myself, and not in an ugly way to somebody else.
Right.
But in, oh my goodness, I need this. I need to say no to this so that I have time for me. I need to say no to this because that's really not something that feeds me anymore. You know, and
it's
just
so much for you.
Yeah.
And I know that in previous episodes, whenever we've talked about just boundaries between people, not necessarily energetic ones, like we've discussed, boundaries are something that you do. It's not that you put on other people.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's the same thing here. It's your energy. And I think sitting down and defining for yourself, like how you want to feel, at least most of the time, you know, it's like, well, I want to let joy in my boundary. I want to let love in my boundary. I want to let, I don't know.
Yes, when I'm fed, and you know that, right? Yeah. And one of the things it says here is an energy vampire. These are people who never fill your cup.
Yeah, you only fill theirs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the capacity or rather even the desire. So it's always about making sure they get filled. And it's, and it's energy. When we talk about energy, everything has energy.
Yes.
And we exchange it constantly, whether you're aware of it or not.
Yeah.
And I just, like I said, I don't understand how it all works, but there are people that I'm just connected to across this, you know, and I can feel things and I'll go, I need to call. And people will say, and I'm not saying this is wrong. I mean, people say, oh, that's God telling me. That is God telling you. God is energy. And that energy is if you're in tune to that, then you're in tune to others. You know, I'm open to the love. Open me up. Let me know what I need to feel energy today. If there's somebody that
needs it,
is okay to let in, then I need to, and I need to know that.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of books out there. There's, like I said, and I'll link them.
And I think this can sound really big, but I think, like, if you just think, okay, maybe there's one person in your life right now that you know tends to suck your energy. Well, what are small ways that you can start to take your energy back? Or maybe you know, I don't know, you know that you're feeling guilt around something, or you know that you maybe help a little too much. What are just like small steps you can take to get little bits of your energy back and like build on it, you know?
Yes. And on the other end of that is when you walk away from something and go, that was so fun, or that conversation just filled me.
Yeah. Do it again.
Pay attention to that because that's telling you that is feeding you, and that's some energy that is good for you and that you need.
Yeah, and that you should.
And so
sure.
rather
or that's
than
a
sacrificing.
Person, you know.
That's a person that is good. Yeah. So just to be aware of that. There's this lady that I've encountered, and when I first met her, it was like, oh, isn't that nice? And then it was like. Every
I love that
time
sound
I'd
effect
go,
too.
it was like
taken.
Yes, I'd say something. Oh, well, why don't you teach me about that? And I'd be saying, oh, you're so good at that. Teach me, help me do it, and over and so much. It was like, I can't. And she was a little too touchy and I was like, okay, I need a boundary. I mean, I just, and I found myself kind of going, okay, she's there, I'm going to be over here. And I thought, okay, so that's a sign.
Yeah.
And it's not a commentary of her.
No.
It's a commentary of my needs.
Yeah.
So, it's not about that.
Not about
it doesn't mean I'm not going to be kind. It doesn't mean, but I'm not.
Yeah, you know what you can give and what you can't.
Yeah. So it's just being aware of that. And again, it's not about the other person.
No.
That's their problems. That's their issues. That's their joy. They're not joy, whatever that they get it from. But I need to be authentically me.
That's so good.
And energy.
Yes.
That is mine.
Yeah. And I think hopefully that's like what, if people can delve into this topic a little more or do a little work on it, that they feel more themselves. Yeah.
Think about energy of music real quick. Yeah. So when you're sitting at the piano playing, there's vibrations, there's that.
Literal.
And then there can be other music that you're like,
oh, no, thank you.
Turn that off. Mom, quit singing. Don't do that. Whatever it is, that does not feed you.
That was when I was little, okay? I was not.
Oh, I don't know.
Now.
You've thrown me looks recently, but anyway, yeah. So that's vibration. I mean, that's it too.
Yes,
it's vibration.
It is.
So,
it is.
anyway.
All that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
sure.
just you might just read. There's a lot out there. Some of it feels really far fetched, but if you look at it, I really don't think. I think I'll end on this.
Yeah.
Story in the Bible that affirmed everything for me.
Yes. Oh, I think
that
I know
we
which one
are
you're talking
all
about.
energetic people, and Jesus was so in tune to
I know
his.
exactly which one you're talking about.
Yes, there's two. There's the Zacchaeus.
Yes, Zacchaeus.
That was sitting in the tree. I don't think Jesus just saw him. I think he felt this person because Zacchaeus just needed Jesus.
Yeah.
And then the woman that touched his garment.
As he was just walking
past.
I think most people wouldn't have even felt that.
No, but he was so in tune to his energy and what wasn't his energy and how things he needed to.
Yeah.
And that just affirmed me that, it's real.
Definitely.
It is real.
No.
Yeah.
I agree, for sure.
Yep. So
good. I love it. Well, hopefully we've given some good steps. We'll have all the
thoughts.
resources,
Yeah.
books, all that
there's
sort
a
of
lot.
stuff. And then we'll have some other episodes this month, and I think we're ending with a candle making experience in a few weeks.
Yes, we've got some interesting episodes.
It should be good.
Yeah. So we look forward to next week when we take a breath and take a listen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of An Incomplete Guide to Personal Growth. There are many ways you can stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at An Incomplete Guide Podcast, where you can sign up for our email list and get posts that delve deeper into our weekly topics. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast page wherever you listen to your podcasts. We would really appreciate a rating and sharing us with your family and friends.
We're so glad you chose to spend your time with us and hope there was a thought, a resource, or a laugh that you can take on your journey. We'll be here every Tuesday for you to take a breath and take a listen.